Now over for the club. Andy.
Well, I tell you what, his first commitment tonight as Bristol Rovers manager will be to sing some carols with the Bristol Rovers squad here at St James's Church, but from tomorrow it'll be onto the training ground and all football. John Ward does have a very impressive CV, particularly here in the West Country. 3 years in charge in his first spell at Bristol Rovers, taking them to the Division 2 playoff final. He moved on to Bristol City and to Cheltenham. He won promotion at both of those clubs. And after leaving Colchester just a couple of months ago, he was on the verge of moving to Plymouth to be their director of football, until at the 11th hour Bristol Rovers stepped in and made him an offer too good to turn down. This was the defeat on Saturday that prompted the board into action, sacking Mark McGee after less than a year in charge. Within 24 hours, they'd made their move, bringing 61-year-old John Ward back to the club and snatching him from under Plymouth's noses.
After speaking to the chairman and one or two other people over Sunday, it was something I had to do. And I like Bristol Rovers a great deal, and you know, people at Plymouth have been very understanding and very sympathetic with my views and my thoughts, and I feel a little bit poor letting them down, but I've got an excitement about coming here and trying to help this football club and resurrect it into a position of safety.
He was a popular manager first time around, taking the club to within one match of what is now the Championship. And with former Rovers striker Marcus Stewart also on the coaching staff, the club have men at the helm who understand Rovers.
I think we've been missing that affinity with Bristol Rovers for the last 4 or 5 years, to be honest with you. I think it needs to be rekindled. We need to get back to the Rovers spirit. We need to get back to the understanding of what this club is all about.
He knows the club, and he knows the way the supporters feel. I think the fans will take to him, and if we can get a few decent results early on, even more so.
Former skipper Andy Tilson could yet join that coaching team, although the club today denied a deal was on the cards. But in the short term, the job for John Ward is to lift a side second from bottom of the Football League. And here he is, John Ward, the manager of Bristol Rovers. Welcome back, John. To deal till the end of the season, why not longer?
Well, I think that's without question the question. It is because the club's got to be in the right place at the right time, and that's got to be next season. We've got to work hard over these next 24 games to make sure we're still playing league football next year, and that's why it's that. It's short term, but the whole thing is short term at the moment, and we've got to make sure we get it right.
You've got a game on Saturday at the Memorial Stadium. What's your message to the Rovers fans tonight?
Well, it's just to get together. You know, they'll have their views whether I'm right or wrong, or the players are right or wrong, or we make a mistake or we don't, whether the chairman's right or wrong. But we're all blue and white at the end of the day, and that's the important thing on Saturday afternoon. We've got to try and win a game of football. And whilst we may have our views and our opinions, let's put them away for a little while, for 3 or 4 months, and say, let's make sure we get behind Bristol Rovers and give them the best chance of staying where we all want to be after all.
Are you better than your position, do you think, from what you've seen?
Don't know yet. I've only seen the club twice. I had a poor one at Port Vale and a good one at Burton Albion, so I've seen a bit of both sides of this football team at the moment. I'll have a better view over Saturday afternoon about 5 o'clock. Ask me then.
Well, the first thing you've got to do is sing some carols. I'll stop short of getting you to sing "O Come All Ye Faithful" to get the Rovers fans down on Saturday, but best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Good to see you again.
Thank you.
Bristol Rovers' first game under John Ward's second time around is at home to Rotherham on Saturday.
Okay, Ali, thank you very much.